Hey, good afternoon. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a nice day. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day here in the United States, and Fastly gave us a day off. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful to be here with you all today, and yeah, let's do some streaming. Let's have a good time. Yeah, welcome. Had some coffee. Good to go. Got some cool new whiskey today. Excited about that. All right, let's do it. So what I was looking at pretty much is I want to figure out how to get a hold of the actual like stats and stuff off the Nick. So the stuff like we're gonna work on the wake on land stuff a little bit more because we were almost done with that. But I want to figure out what it is that allows the like the CRC errors and stuff to be pulled from the Nick because that's pretty much why I started this project. And I was just taking a look at these APIs really quick, and it didn't seem immediately obvious. Like features, rings, channels. I guess the problem is I don't know the terminology here very well, right? So a lot of these things don't mean anything to me. Hmm. A lot of these like the more low level driver parameters and stuff, but we will take a look around. We'll see what we can find. But yeah, welcome. Debug maybe. I don't know. We've already looked. Oh, link state. Link state. Signal quality index. Link state up down. Hmm. ah. Extended states. Here we go. This looks interesting. Hey, good afternoon. Welcome. Good to see you all. This is okay. This looks interesting. There's a lot of different errors here, these substate constants and such. So this could be the link state call could be pretty interesting. I want to know what let's see. The call basically I'm trying to emulate is ethtool -s, right? So ethtool capital S emp4 s0. Yeah. I want to figure out where this comes from because this shows like all the Q stats and stuff. So oh, did you get a chance to look at the GitHub Actions thing I tweeted you the other day? Yes. Oh, so that was you. Nice. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yes, I actually did. I had totally forgotten again, but I have your tweet bookmarked here to remind myself to do it. so let's do that right now. That's a good idea. So I saw this tweet. Yeah, we can use during the ethtool streams, you duplicate the Linux test GitHub action for macOS. You should be able to combine them into one file. Makes sense. Oh, so just OS with brackets here, right? Huh? And then runs on Matrix OS. So something along the lines of the following. Seems easy enough. So we can get rid of the Mac OS test. And let's see here. So jobs, steps, jobs, build, strategy. I'm not sure I wonder what fail fast means, but this is above steps separately. So compare something like, oh, the Go version. Let's see, Go version runs on the Matrix. So we want roughly this, right? Plus the Go version key as well. I'm not sure what fail fast means. Oops, shoot. Oops, we don't need that either. That seems reasonable to me. Let's see here. You're running a wake on stand up mode. Wake up 30 seconds before the morning stand up. Let the network puns begin. Yeah, I've done that before too. There was one time where I was working in an office and the manager wanted us all to come in at 9 a.m. for stand up, and it didn't happen. Like basically, I was the junior engineer, so I tried to be good about it, but the senior engineers weren't showing up, so I was like, we can push back on this a little bit. He was Yeah, that guy sucked. He was a horrible boss. He was micromanaging to hell, wrote bad code. That guy sucked. I try not to speak ill about, jobs or coworkers or whatever else, but yeah, I'm really glad I never had to work with that person again. Anyway, you probably want the line above too for fail fast. If not, one failure will cancel the other actions. You definitely don't want that. Yeah, okay. Thank you for that. Strategy, fail fast matrix. Cool. Not positive, but that is the expected. I expect that is the behavior. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had a job here for a local company for a while. I don't really want Windows. I just want Ubuntu and Mac. Let's see here. So, uh, test Linux test. This used to be called Linux test. Now it's gonna be called something else. Let's see here. So Matt, if not confidential, what is your role at Fastly? What kind of product are you responsible for? So I was on the DNS engineering team, so mostly the DNS control plane. I just recently switched to the network control and optimization team, and I'm working on a project right now that will help us improve our traffic engineering story using the route netlink APIs. So actually, I can show you some of the code I wrote. So jsimonetti rt netlink. I was able to contribute back to jsimonetti rt netlink, which builds on top of my netlink library, and we're using this at Fastly. So something I actually wrote recently was all of, let's see here, multipath. So myself and a coworker, all this like multipath encoding, decoding stuff, like we wrote this code. Like I wrote this, I wrote this code, my coworker wrote this code, like we did it together, I guess, for Fastly, which is pretty cool. And then we were able to do stuff like the this decoder type, which consumes like, the way this is packed is crazy. Like it should just be netlink attributes, but it's not. It's an array. And the array has a fixed length C structure and then variable length netlink attributes after it in every element. So you have to like parse through the bytes like by the index, and it's just a total thing. So I created this multipath parser type. That was an experience. So yeah, if you're interested, you can actually check out this project and look at the pull requests and stuff, and you can see the sorts of things that we're doing at Fastly actually with this library. So pretty cool. That project I really do think will be very interesting, and I hope to talk about it more in the future. Right now it's still pretty early, but we're making good progress, and this works, so that's pretty cool. Music's kind of low. There we go. Yeah, I want to figure out what this is, what these calls are. We'll get there. Yes. So now that we're renaming the test file as well, we're going to want to rename, so test status, workflows test, badge. Okay, GitHub, and the README. So let's see here, so .github, collapse, Linux and Mac OS tests into one file, one workflow, right? I believe this will do it, based on the information I saw. Thank you for that tweet. I appreciate that. I had totally forgotten, but I was going to either get to it probably sometime this week or something. But let's see here. Thank you. I appreciate that. So presumably test build Ubuntu macOS. Yeah, that looks like that worked. So that's cool. Ubuntu latest, macOS latest. We done good. We done good. While we're waiting for this, let's see here. So, twitter.com mdlayer. Today's nice little haul. Of course, got this bottle of whiskey, but myself and some friends did a group orders. This is a cast strength Islay Scotch. I am very excited about it. 12-year from Kalila. Kalila is one of my favorite Islay distilleries at this point. Some factory coffee here, drink local, love it. And also Bell's did a couple of new beers. So no. Midwest kind of saying. So this is something that's brand new, so I'm excited to try that. And then Bourbon Barrel Aged Kalamazoo Stout, so that's pretty cool. Kalamazoo Stout has been something they've been producing for a long time, and the Bourbon Barrel Aged version, like, I've never had, but I think it's been at least 5 or 6 years since they've done it, so I'm pretty excited about that. Should be pretty cool. So I got some stuff to try. Probably not tonight. I'll probably wait a couple days, but I'm excited. Where are those workflows at? Boom. It works. Thank you. Good call. Stack analysis. Oh, we're good. Latest workflows will use 2004. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. You thought about opening a PR to make that change, but you didn't want to randomly open a PR to your repo without saying something. Oh, yeah, no big deal. I wouldn't have minded at all, actually. The thing is that I never mind contributions for stuff like, CI and stuff, but if you're going to add, like, fundamental rework of functionality or possibly doing things like, if you're going to add, like, a large new feature or something, I'd rather have an issue first. That's just kind of my policy. I should probably add contributing files to all my repos. I don't necessarily do a good with that. Do I have it in the netlink repo? Hang on. I probably do. No, I don't. I should. I don't generally mind if people submit pull requests, but if there's like, 500 lines of new code that we haven't talked about, then I'd rather not do that. Excuse me. Neighborhood gopher saving the local craftsman's pocket pog. Yeah, totally. Happy to support local. Do you work with Peter Borgen? Yes, I do. Peter and I do not work on the same team, but we do talk internally and share ideas about Go things and such. But Peter and I actually interact more so in the Go community, more so like open source or the Go for Slack and such. But at work, our roles don't really overlap, but we've helped each other out a couple of times. So back to, we're already in the right repo. Okay. Let's see. Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm probably people in Go for Slack are probably annoyed with me for spamming every time I goes live, but hey, gotta build up that following, it's important. I think I'm doing okay. Hey, we just crossed 600 followers. That's pretty cool. Sank X, if you're here by chance from following me 6 hours ago, I appreciate that. You were my 600th follower. Very cool. So thank you. Yeah, so where we left off yesterday, we've got the monitor stuff. I want to keep working on this, but it's not quite. We haven't found anything that does this yet. Like, I want to figure out what exactly causes these notifications because we haven't been able to make it work yet with my Nix, which is sad. Very cool indeed. Nice. Are you most active on the networking channel on Go for Slack? Yeah, I would say so. That's probably. So it's kind of funny. We have networking, home lab, and NixOS, and frankly, we tend to kind of rotate the topics between them, and it's like we kind of talk about the same things. But yeah, networking is probably my primary channel. It's more or less like it is focused on like networking topics for people who like networking stuff, but it gets pretty off topic, and we go into all kinds of weird stuff. Performance is another great channel, and then Dark Arts is my other favorite. So performance I effectively treat as like general off topic with like knowledgeable people. Like generally, if you ask a question in performance about something very specific about like, runtime or garbage collection or standard library or something, there's usually somebody who knows what they're talking about. Dark Arts is very cool because it's all about using like unsafe and reflection in interesting ways. And then the networking channel, yeah, we actually do have lots of folks who like run big networks or deploy network software. So if you are working on like a networking problem, there's probably somebody in there that can point you in the right direction. So those are my 3 recommendations, I would say. Do I have a Slack? Yeah, I should modify that slightly, actually. Let's see here. Let me see if I can go to my Nightbot settings. I want to slightly edit that. I guess I could do it from within the chat as well, but I want to give that more information. One sec. Custom. Couple old projects in here that I'm probably not going to pick back up. I should just remove. Oops. Slack. Let's see here. So my favorite channels, let's see here. So performance, high performance, Go, and lots of knowledgeable folks. Dark Arts. I guess I should alphabetize these and show no real preference, but unsafe and reflection. Advanced uses of unsafe and reflection. And networking. Sockets, network, protocols, general off-topic banter. Basically. Okay. Let's see how this formats in Twitch chat. I suspect probably... No, that's not going to work. I don't think it does new lines. Damn. Let me fix this 1 sec, and then we'll try it. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think that's probably... That gives a pretty good description of like why I like those channels and stuff, but I think those are probably my 3 favorites. I am in general... Yeah, you can't... Can you do new lines with Nightbot? If you specify a new line, does it work? I could try that. Hang on. I'm just going to update that really quick and find out. It does not work. No. That's okay. We'll survive, Yes. Anyway, so yeah, those are great Slack channels. So general is the one that everybody's in. I think the thing is with general is it tends to frankly be sometimes kind of low signal, high noise. Like there's lots of folks who don't really know what they're doing, or maybe you get people ranting about. I mean, I shouldn't say that, right? I should say, there are probably more beginners or folks who are, you're gonna see a lot of the same questions like which web framework should I use or how do I do dependency injection in Go? And it's like I find those conversations are often not interesting for me as much. So I really like performance because I feel like if you're in there, it's a more knowledgeable group of people and you're generally going to learn more just by hanging out. And also it's much higher signal. So that would be my preference. What's up, Twitter? Hang on. Hey, I just got tagged in a thread about coding streamers. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I assume you are here watching right now, so thank you. I do appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, cool. Yeah, this this multicast group stuff is driving me nuts. Like, I want to find a way to make this work, but we haven't found any calls I can do with my Nix yet that make this work, which is sad. So I think this is going to go back in the old temporary trash heap file for the time being. Along with cable test, which I can't test either. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna work on that at some point. But do I have monitor exposed here? I do not. Okay. So set wake on LAN sets the wake on LAN parameters for the interface. For an interface. So last stream we were talking about. I want to do something new this stream. I want to move forward with like the CRC stuff if I can. But last stream we were talking about how do we make this not crappy, right? So I was thinking maybe either passing the request as a separate parameter, but the problem is here is that the wake on LAN structure already has the index in the name. So I feel like I might just embed the request in here, right? So wake on LAN parameters for an interface. Chances are pretty good you're going to fetch it using a request and then insert it back in after you modify it like this, right? So for an interface, using the request for the interface identified by the request field. Let's see here. So I think these same caveats actually apply. So setting wake on LAN parameters requires elevated privileges, and the requested device does not exist or is not supported by the ethtool interface. Yeah, those comments still apply as well, so we can keep those. So this, I think we basically got this working yesterday, right? Yeah, this is still no good. That's sad. And we don't want the empty select anymore. Pro tip, if you're ever writing Go code that you want to like run a bunch of Go routines and then like have the main Go routine like spin for some or sleep for some reason, do an empty select because this will cause the Go routine to be put to sleep by the runtime. If you do like an empty for loop, you will spin, this loop will spin using 100% CPU. Like this will spin your program as fast as it can go. So you want empty select instead. Anyway. So we can build this and we can run this and oh, that's right. I had to sleep in here. I'm like, why is it taking? There we go. So this appears to work, right? Which is good. There we go. Cool stuff. What's going on? Hang on one sec. I'm getting notifications in strange places that I don't expect. Actually, I should probably make sure I mute Hangouts this time around, shouldn't I? Because my friend keeps calling me during streams. Where's this going to show up? Hang on. Hangouts in Google Fi and all of that is a thing. It's there we go. It's kind of a nuisance, you know. Let me mute this for 4 hours. That should be good. Okay. Back at it. So this works. And I think at this point, what I want to do is I want to collapse the request type into this header somehow. So I think probably what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that the request lives as part of all of the fields or the structures we return, but we might want to rename request then because it's no longer entirely accurate If you get it as part of the response, it is now a response, so it's not exactly a request anymore. Maybe it's information, maybe it's ethtool interface something. Hey Jimmy, welcome. Thank you, or thanks for stopping by. Welcome back to the stream. I almost said thanks for the sub. Hey, give me your sub. Give me your Prime sub. It's very funny because my Twitch habits have been shaped by watching Twitch partners who stream all day every day and stuff. So you find yourself picking up their mannerisms just by watching them, Anyway. Your Prime is on another gaming account. Gotcha. No worries. Yeah, mine is too, actually, so I can't even talk. I've got 2 Twitch accounts. Yeah, I want to... I wasn't happy with this either, this duplication. We'll fix it, but I think in the meantime, we are going to... We should probably commit this as is before we change things, right? So, hang on. We can go back to the single line import block here for that. So set wake on LAN. Yeah, let's see here. You used your Prime sub already to hit a streamer hit a sub goal, but next one definitely subbing. Well, hey, I appreciate that. It's no big deal at all. I mean, the thing is that like I don't actually expect anybody to sub to me. But if you do, that's cool. I appreciate it. You mostly sub to MOGRA, not familiar, which is a club in Tokyo that live streams music. Oh, very cool. Okay. Oh, you want to? Well, thank you. I appreciate that as well. As mentioned before, like, I have a full-time job and stuff, so like any Twitch income I get, I try to send back into the community, folks like, Dominic and others. So thank you, though. I appreciate that. Let's see. Where was I? Yeah, so set wake on LAN. Configures wake on LAN parameters. I always miss the E in parameters. I don't know why, the first E. Do you have a Twitch YNAB category? Yeah, actually, well, I have entertainment/subscriptions, which is things like Twitch, Netflix. I actually should break it down further, though, because that category is awfully broad, and I tend to put things in there like, if I buy something for fun on Amazon or whatever. So I really should break out a Twitch category, because I'm at the point where I sub to, a few gaming streamers. I sub to, like, fellow programming streamers and stuff like that, so I should make a different category. I have not yet. I hope you still love YNAB. You Need a Budget. It's great. I am a card-carrying member of the cult. Let's see here. From a read-only request, yeah, this isn't quite right. So... see here, optionally apply more parameters to the attribute encoder. Maybe nil. Used to apply optional parameters. So this was originally for read-only requests, but we're actually using it for more so. So get performs a request response cycle, request response interaction with ethtool netlink, and enforces some of the API contracts. Yeah. Yep. Encode. Let's see here. So encode. Let's see here. X the wake on LAN data into the appropriate netlink attributes for the encoder. To do MD layer ensures the stays in sync. Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Bit set size 8 bits. Yeah. Not that we are cheating a bit here by directly passing uint32, but this is okay because there are less than 32 bits for the wake on LAN modes, and therefore the bit set is just the native endian representation of the mode's bit mask. Yes, that is true. Otherwise, we have to write a function to actually pack the bit sets, which we're going to have to do for the link modes thing, I think, but we're not there yet. Let's see here. Did I write a test? I don't think I wrote a test for this, did I? So I think we're gonna do this as is for now. Yeah, we're gonna write a test for this, I think, and then we're gonna move on and refactor a little bit, and maybe make the request struct part of all the other structs. Oh, my nose is a little stuffed today. Yeah, so... Oh, that's right, we factored out this test client. Yeah, this is so nice. Is this gonna work for... Is this gonna work for us? It might. The problem is I don't actually know what gets returned by... So we were looking last time, and whatever the messages that we're getting back appears to be a generic netlink header. Like, it's really weird, like with the acknowledge flag and stuff, but it's not quite right yet. So... Also, something we can do if we want to, we can just send messages to the kernel and then just not ask for an acknowledgement. You know, I generally will ask for acknowledgement because I find that it's like good to say, okay, yeah, I got it. But realistically, the chances of the syscall like failing and stuff are pretty low. So, let's try. Hey, Taryn, good afternoon. How you doing? I apologize for streaming very early your time yesterday. But no worries. It was very impromptu. I woke up and I was like, yeah, I've got plans this afternoon, but let's stream early. But nice to see you. Set wake on LAN. Okay. Sorry for being late. I was exercising. Oh, no big deal. I can moderate. You know, people are being pretty chill. So set wake on LAN. Let's see here. You got up at 9 a.m. and you were already done streaming. Yeah, I think I finished like, yeah, 12:30 Eastern. Yeah, I think so. I forget exactly when. Index name both. Check both. Yeah, so the header flags we pass here. Let's go full screen for a little bit. The header flags we pass in the request are acknowledged. So request acknowledge. Netlink acknowledge. Could an adversary make many syscalls and get the netlink socket buffer full to an extent that netlink requests are dropped? Yes, that is possible, I believe, because there's actually an option. So if the kernel, if you're not consuming netlink messages fast enough, I think the kernel will tell you no buffs, which means basically like, hey, there's not, you're not consuming these fast enough. I don't have the memory to keep storing these notifications. And you can actually pass an option that like turns that behavior off as well, which is interesting. Maybe it's generic netlink, but if I don't send acknowledge, the library would get out of sync. Really? That's strange. I just do it out of habit at this point, but... Set wake on LAN. So now instead of passing a request, we are actually passing a wake on LAN structure. Oops. With sequence IDs. Really? Well, so if you're using execute assumes that you're going to be sending and receiving, like doing the acknowledge lifecycle. But if you just call send, like the thing is, you can call send and just completely ignore all the sequence ID stuff if you really want to. I've never really done it, but in theory, I would think that would work fine. Eperm. So the WOL will be wake on LAN index 1. And then okay by index, WOL wake on LAN, index 1. Oh, can actually copy this and then do okay by name as well. And then we can do okay by both as well too. So it would actually be this. It was several years ago, and I was less knowledgeable about netlink at the time. Well, it's been several years, and I think I'm less knowledgeable about netlink now too. I do my best, but people ask me very specific questions about stuff. Somebody was sending me a DM about like Python, like they're like, hey, how do I do this in Python? And it's like I have no idea. It's like I know, you know, the only thing I really know is like the syscall APIs and stuff and like some of the message structures, but they're like, oh, well, I have this Python code that does this and packs the data in this way. And I'm like, I just don't know. Like, I'll do my best to point you in the right direction, but ultimately a lot of these families have very strange rules. And if I've never played with one specifically, it can be hard for me to, give good advice, you know? TT wick on LAN. Okay, we're gonna need to verify the attributes as well. So yeah, unexpected command. Because the command is not ethtool get. Yes, it is set. Yeah, okay, so see, we're passing unexpected request attributes as well, so that's something we're gonna have to fix. So the answer to every Python problem is monkey patching and meta programming. Yeah, maybe. Certainly not my area of expertise. We can do this actually. I prefer side by side. So we need to pass more parameters here because we're encoding all of this data using this. So we need to pass the bit set size, value, mask, wake on LAN modes. Python also sounds like Ruby, yeah. Or there's the library, the monkey patching library in Go, where the author put a license on it that says, like, you know, you were literally not allowed to use this. And people were like, well, you know, please change the license so I can use this code. And he said, no, like, you're actually not allowed. It's like, this is too dark arts, YOLO, danger YOLO. I love that. That's something, if I ever write something that horrible, like, yeah, I'm gonna put a license that says, like, you know, don't use this. So for example, if I were to put the, what do you call it? I can't take credit for this, but when I did this blog about the Go generics draft design, we were talking in the performance channel. Actually, again, this is why performance channel is great. And at the very bottom here, if we want to write a generic hash function, so while implementing my generic hash table, I had a discussion with some folks in performance on Gopher Slack about what it would take to get access to the runtime's generic hashing functionality used by the built-in Go maps. So Zebo came up with this amusing, terrifying, and brilliant solution. So you pass a type A comparable, and you pack it into an interface, and you actually look at the structure of the interface in the runtime, and skip down the memory until you get the hash function as generated by the runtime, and then you call that. So you can hash 0, you can hash false, you can hash the string, and this uses the runtime's generated hash functions for all these types. So this is incredible. And like if the generic things happened, I think it would be hilarious to make a, you know, danger YOLO repo with like a license that says like don't use this and just have this there for fun. I don't think this is going to work anymore because we have, yeah, the syntax has changed now. So let's see here. What would it take to make this work? Square brackets, right? A must be comparable. Is that it? Oh, is that it? A comparable. Oh, here we go. Yeah, see, this works. So I just had to remove the type and the change the brackets, but this works now. So you can actually hash these things generically. So hash 0 equals hash 0. Just for show here. Are these equal? Yeah, they are. Isn't this beautiful? Like, I love this so much. So you pack the key in a map key because this means that the runtime has to generate a hash function for it. So, and then you can actually, you know, access that hash function using unsafe YOLO. I love this so much. So just check that out really quick. You have seen lots of people copy pasta the code in the compiler for the hash function. Oh yeah, I'm sure. What the hell? What in the hell? I'm confused. Yeah, yep. Reminds me that Oracle got a waiver from the JSON don't be evil license restriction. Really? Yikes. Have you seen the Go try catch with generics? It's pure abomination. Yeah, I did. I saw that. Beautiful or terrifying? Yeah, I personally think this is incredible. Like, I think it's incredibly clever. Like, don't get me wrong, this isn't code I'd want to use. The version I wrote originally was, let's see here. When I did the blog, yeah, I made it so that you have to pass a function that generates a hash. So you create a hash table of string to int and 8 buckets, and you pass a function that does the hashing for you. So in this case, I use fnb32, write it, and then do modulus on it. So, or for integers, yeah, I just do the key modulus. So you actually have to pass the hash function. in mind. But then we were able to get around that by using the runtimes hash function here, which is pretty funny. That allocates on the heap for a hash call, though, right? Yes. Once. It would once, because, like, once you get the, once. No. Yeah, I think it would have to because the interface. It would have to get boxed into an interface, but I don't necessarily know if the interface doesn't escape at all. Like, if the interface doesn't escape this function, maybe it doesn't. But frankly, I'm not sure. This is beyond my area of expertise. You can put this in the Go compiler though, and GC flags -m -m, and it'll tell you like what escapes. But that is not a topic for today. I just thought it was too funny. Let's see. Yeah, the GC flags will tell you. Right. If they added that as a box on the playground, that would be great. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Well, there is, there's Godbolt, right? I think Godbolt is basically like Smarter Go Playground, and it probably has that built in, because I know Godbolt can do all the assembly stuff. And I know there have been different people who have made like Smarter Go Playgrounds too. I forget exactly what, but I'll be back in just 1 second. I need to get a tissue. Okay, we're back. You thought Godbolt used GCC Go? It might. I actually don't know the details. Terran uses goplay.space. I think that was the one I was thinking of, actually, but it has no escape analysis. I see. Yeah, I believe that was the one I was thinking of. So the problem is here is I actually want to... I want to pass more parameters for this, but I only really want to bother with... Well, We need to pack the bytes like this, so we need to call this function... Can I cheat this a little bit by... Can I cheat this? Can I cheat this by... What do you call it? I guess calling the method is kind of cheating. It'd be better for me to duplicate the logic, probably. So... Actually, don't we just... Yeah, we call encode WOL. Yes, we need to just encode the rest. Yeah. Oh, we already do. What? We already do. So... So I'm checking the request, and the request needs to have these things in it as well. So... Let's see here. So modes, magic. Hang on a sec. Let's do like unicast and then magic or something. Just have a couple of bits set in here. Hang on. Check. So the request has to pass all of these things. That's what we're expecting here. We are asserting that we are passing the right bytes, and there's a difference here. So test-driven stream, yeah, pretty much. That's kind of the way I operate. Let's see. I only really care... I think I'm just going to remove these cases. So eperm and then okay. Just save myself some work. Yeah, because we need to pass the attributes here so we get... Hang on. Test client... Let's make it so that we return the error first. This will short circuit things significantly. Yeah. Let's see here. So assume success tests will verify the request and return the error early to avoid creating excessive test fixtures, right? That'll save us some work. We also need to... So now this eperm test doesn't care, which is good. We want to... we want to do this. So, no. I don't want to do that. So the check function needs to check is a function which accepts, no, function AE netlink attribute encoder. So no, I don't want to do that because that would be cheating a little bit. So check both. This will check the header, and then we also want to apply this logic as well. So hard code. Let's see here. So I don't really like the duplication, but this verifies that things stay in sync, and if I break this logic, then it won't break other things too. So let's see here. 8. And the value and the mask are going to be unicast magic. Unicast magic. Right. I think that's roughly it. Here we go. Uint32 of that, Uint32 of this. There we go. It's still not equal. That should apply all the attributes we specify. Is it doing it in the wrong order? Is that the question here? Device index, device name. The order might matter. It might be looking at the order of the attributes as well. That's problematic. What happens if yeah, it's even worse. Oh, man. I'm gonna, one sec. Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no. So the fixture, the structure that worked pretty well for us for the original test is now going to be a pain. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, I think it's looking for things in the wrong order here is the problem. So we need to set the modes. We need to set the bit set size, the value, the mask. And I don't know if it's worth this. So that would be the length and then the type. So things are mostly the same for a while. Yeah, I don't know. Is that? No, it doesn't. Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no. I'm struggling here because I don't want to duplicate a whole bunch of code, and I don't want to have to, like, do a lot of work to write these tests. Like, we need to make sure that, you know, the reality is that if I make it too difficult to add the functionality and stuff I need to, it applies parameters later on. So the header stuff would come first. I think the problem is that in the tests we are applying the request attributes and the compact bit sets. So the compact bit sets flag is appearing at the end, and we actually want it up here, like in the middle somewhere. So maybe I want this as part of the I don't know. Mad Max, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Oh, this stinks. I feel like it is not worth the effort to check all of this stuff. So if we just, let's see here. Yeah. I have to think about this. The test structure we've written is somewhat inflexible when it comes to these more compact or these more full-featured requests. I think this is why in my tests that I primarily tested the round-trip behavior. Yeah, the thing is we have the round-trip behavior mostly in the get tests as is, so I kind of wonder if it's just not even worth like really testing as much for the set requests or something, you know? We do round-trip elsewhere successfully. Compare against the callers. Apply more attributes. I suppose I can make it so that you're... Well, let's... If I do this, so if I take it so that this has to be part of the other functions now, oh, it's putting all these in the request header. That's not right. That's not right at all. We actually... Yeah, this is part of the request header. Yes, I'm actually nesting this wrong anyway. So I think we can generalize this just a little bit and make this less of a pain. So this is going to break all the tests, but that's okay. Because we factored out the... what do you call it? These functions, the helper functions that live right here. Yeah, because we factored these out, we can actually fix this by... Oh, shoot. But the type of the request header is different. Am I passing the... Hang on. So this works. This works with the kernel right now. So am I passing the request header separately? Wake on LAN header. Yeah, so this is not part of the request header. So this is okay, bear with me. I have an idea, but it's gonna be a thing. So return AE. Now this is within the nested context. So we return a function that immediately applies the nested attributes according to the type specified here. So check index now. And then check name is going to be more or less a copy of this. But with this parameter instead of the index. And then check both is going to be a copy as well. So things are getting a little bit more... things getting a little bit more tricky here, but I think we can make this work. Oh, wrong scope. Need to fix that, or else things will break in very mysterious ways. Okay, now I need to fix all the tests. Why? Why do I do this to myself? Break all the things, yeah, pretty much. You have no tests for set. You were thinking about having a suite that spins up the kernel and QEMU and tests in that. Yeah. Yeah. Get is much easier to test, that's for sure. Yes, so check index, and then the type is going to be wake on LAN header. I think that would be the case here. So now this test client, we're actually going to modify this a little bit. So test attributes, request attributes. So now everything has to have a request attributes function associated with it. Right? So the request header goes away. Because now this is going to be part of the closure thing. Hello there. You got a mighty fine streak going. Nice. How many days in a row is that now? I think we took Saturday off, but yeah, I think we've done like 5 days out of the past 7 or something. So yeah, we're going pretty good. Yeah, things are moving along, you know. Shoot. I guess this doesn't really matter, does it? We can just we can cheat a little bit here. I think. For that particular case, I think it's okay to cheat. The check function... link info header, yes. But there is no request here because we're dumping everything. So this is check index by, and then the type. link info header. We can always factor this out if this gets nasty. I just want this to pass first. So 261 link modes, this gets taken out as well, and then link modes, yeah, nothing gets applied there actually, and then it's the same thing here. So link modes gets attached to this. We are populating the headers like so. It's gonna be a little bit more work at every test, but this gives us a lot more flexibility. So I think this is worth doing. The wake on LAN header goes away, and then the wake on LAN header constant gets applied within all of these check functions as well. Okay, by name, okay, by both. 503. Okay, we're getting close. Let's see. So 652. We got to panic. Encode function nil. So we have to pass the attributes function no matter what, right? Hang on, do we pass a request header for the, I think we do, actually. We pass a request header for all of them, don't we? So, for example, let's see. So in wake on LAN here, we do pass a request header, and there's an empty request. And as a result, we just ask for the compact bit sets. That's it. So the check functions for these don't actually request any device index or device name, but they do have to request the compact formats. So we need to plumb that in elsewhere. So for example, test client link infos, right? So this needs to request attributes. We can factor this function out, but unexpected header bytes want got. Oh, that's right. It needs to be a part of the header flags. So AE nested, Unix ethtool, a header, this is link info header. Yeah. So this will work, I believe. This should fix the panic, but it's more verbose now, but it does give us more flexibility, which is good. Missing the return. Let's see. Yep. So let's see here. So let's see. Go test -v -run equals test client link infos. No tests to run. Test client. Oh, Linux client. Sheesh. Okay, so that does work. So, yuck. Well, we can fix this up. We can make this less verbose, but we're solving panics first. We gotta squash these panics. So 664. Called, excuse me, 713. GE NL test, con, client Linux 310, get wake on LAN. Yeah, it is the wake on LAN. Okay. So the wake on LAN test needs to also set this. That's what I figured was the case, but okay. The wake on LAN header, and then also the set wake on LAN function as well, which we're still working on, but yeah, there's no check function for this one, so this is going to be, we're going to fix this in a sec, but I think I know how to fix this now. Okay, so the tests do pass again. So basically what we just did is we removed the hard-coded assumption where we were passing the attributes in a certain order. And anyway, this will work. This will give us more flexibility, but it's just more verbose. It should be okay, though. So I think we can actually make this work now by, let's see here. The function for this now, netlink attribute encoder. So check index. So this is going to apply the wake on LAN header with a check both function, actually. And then, right, so something like that. Okay, now we've got a bunch more attributes. So we also need to, so as part of that request header, that's already past the compact bit sets. Okay, so now actually if we copy, I apologize for not explaining super well right now. I promise I will. This is just, this is a bit of a thing. Bit of a thing. This would be magic and secure, or magic and unicast. Unicast magic. This would be the same thing. Unicast magic. Does this pass? Yes. Okay, there we go. So effectively what we've done now is we no longer assume the structure of the headers. Like we're able to populate the headers and stuff in the order we want using these check functions like check both, check index. This populates the request header portion. And then the rest we're able to populate using regular netlink attribute calls. And now the ordering is no longer hard-coded, so we can make things more flexible. So effectively what we're doing here is we're packing the attributes manually, unicast magic, into the structure expected by the kernel, and now we verify that it works, and it does. So if I run the coverage function in code, okay, and now set wake on LAN as coverage. Cool. So there are ways we could make this less of a pain probably as well. Let's see. You know, I suppose what I could do here is if we want to just verify the round tripping, we could cheat, right? So we could do, for example, now we have the wake on LAN. So now we call wake on LAN encode into AE, and the tests also pass. So this verifies the thing's round trip. Feels a little dirty to copy paste or to use it like that, but I think it's probably okay because we do so many tests with the round trip elsewhere. Let's see here. So check both, check index. Let's see here. Request index. Request name. Request both. And the convention in this file is that the by index only device is eth0 index 1, and then the by name device is eth1 index 2. And we always pass the compact bit sets format as well. So let's go back to the top of this file and just look at all these and see if there's anything we can improve, right? Request index, request index. Do we even use the check function here? I don't think we do. This isn't even called, right? So it's not even necessary. Nope, not anymore. Cool. Solves one problem. So let's see here. And then we could make a function that says just the header, right? So could actually copy this out. We're gonna make another helper function now. So let's see here. So func similar structure request header. So the request header function here will apply just the header of the specified type with nothing else. So yeah, okay. And we always specify the compact bitsets flag. So now we can make it so that this request header, only the request header of the ethtool header, ethtool link info header. Yep. So we take this now, we copy this into all the places where we wrote out that block before. Link modes header. Basically, we're able to abstract away a lot of this stuff behind these first-class functions and make it so that we can pass these around to do the validation logic repeatedly. Stardew Valley is so addicting. Nice. I'm glad you're playing it. Yeah, it's fantastic. I think I've got like 50 or 60 hours in my current playthrough, and it's a very good game. So I would say you all owe it to yourselves if you like that kind of game. Stardew Valley is worth $10 or $15 or whatever it is. It's fantastic. Okay. Click on land, set, request attributes. Apply the request header followed immediately by the rest of the encoded attributes. Coded all attributes. It's 15. I am off today, so I decided to pick it up to entertain myself. Nice. Yeah, it's great. It's a fantastic game. It is. I'm glad I sold something on Stardew. Yeah, I have a couple friends who I introduced to it as well, and it can be intimidating to get started. And I think at first you might stress a little bit if you're not used to the gameplay and stuff, like in the clock running. But it's fantastic. Surprisingly, my buddy and I, we actually played the multiplayer one time, and in multiplayer, the clock always runs, even if you're in like dialogues and stuff. So that is stressful because like you can get caught in a cutscene and suddenly it's 2 a.m. and your character passes out, and it's that's not great, This is no longer optional. This is now mandatory. So let's see here. This is now attributes. Let's see here. So verify the caller's request data. Actually, I could even remove the indirection now and just do this. Okay. Simplified nicely. I do love this T cleanup. That was a very nice addition. I used to just do return functions. Like whenever I write test clients before, I would do client func, and this function would clean things up. So you would do test client C done, defer done. But now you can just call T cleanup and it will get taken care of later in the stack, which is great. I like that a lot. You are playing multiplayer with your girlfriend. It's really stressful when one person spends half the day in a cutscene. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, it's great, but I wish that it would like pause and show you both the cutscene or something, like pause the clock, But it is what it is. You don't have to like grind out every single day and like do this like all this ridiculous stuff, But I like to play it really. I play it like really intensely, I guess. So we have these encoding functions that are duplicated now with the wake on LAN especially. And I kind of want to fix that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Netlink is heart. Yeah, Netlink is it's something. I like it. For better or worse, I think it's a pretty good API. It can get complicated with all the nested structures, but I think that my library does a pretty good job of making it not super bad. Although I can't even tell you how many times I've done this, where you'll call nested and you get a new attribute encoder within the nested scope, and then you call the top level scope, and then things just mess up. You need to be careful about that. I need to start gaming again. You started your first job out of university. I'm kind of burning out. Need something to de-stress with. Yeah, exactly. I found myself... the Stardew Valley update came out like pretty recently, and I found myself with kind of like some more free time and stuff, and it's been really nice just to play that for like an hour or two a day and just sit down and chill out and do something totally, mindless kind of. I just bought the I saw the Scott Pilgrim game got re-released and I was watching it and it was kind of entertaining. And I was like, man, I haven't read the Scott Pilgrim comics in like so long, so I actually just bought the Scott Pilgrim comics again. I'm excited to read those. Find little things like to de-stress a little bit and just have some fun in your day, And like I like coding and stuff, but the Twitch streaming thing, like, I feel like there's always like some level of pressure on me to like do well, and it's like, but I enjoy it. So I don't really code for relaxation very much anymore. I mean, I do it because I enjoy it, but for me, like, after 3 hours of streaming, I get pretty tired and stuff. So yeah, right now we're duplicating a lot of this logic, and I would like to not do that, but I haven't figured out quite how yet. Header flags, AE. Func, header flags, AE. Let's deduplicate this slightly. Okay. I love starting after school. There was so much happening, but so much to learn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of funny now. It's like I guess I've been working professionally for, 7 or 8 years at this point, but like I graduated college in 2013. So, spring of 2013, I had like basically my last courses, my senior design project wrapping up, but I actually graduated in December of 2013 on purpose. So, my intent was like, I'm already working full time. I needed 1 credit to graduate, and I was just going to take marching band again. I did 4 years of college marching band, and I had a really good time. And I considered like, why not? Like, I'm already here. I'm going to be living in Kalamazoo, so if I wanted to, I could do a 5th year. I decided not to, so I actually took an audio engineering course, and that was really cool too. So my last year of school was after my senior design was done, was really low key, which was nice. Okay. This is looking pretty good, I think, at this point. I'm a little happier with how this has turned out now. I feel like I'm going to rename this function to attributes throughout, like adders. Oh, you hated school? Sorry to hear that. I had a really good time in college. It was really a life-changing experience for me, in addition to just the education, like just helping me grow as a person, was game-changing. I think we can actually simplify this down now to this. Unexpected error. Yeah, yeah, exactly. We can simplify this. So, want, got. You literally just graduated in August 2020. It wasn't very eventful. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm sorry you had to go through the pandemic during school. I can only imagine how much that would have stunk. I know as a college student, I would have been a lot more selfish and wanting to like go out, socialize, party, stuff like that. So I can only imagine. I can only imagine how it must have been. Didn't you have your NCAA marching band eligibility? Yeah, right. Yeah, I had a really good time with band. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I played the trombone. I've still got a lot of music memorized actually, but my technique would be total trash now. And also, I live in an apartment, so like I'm not gonna bust out the trombone. people would people would be pretty upset. Still got it though. It's all beaten up, but I've got it. You're a homebody anyways, but online courses were a bummer. Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, I am. It's so funny because like part of me is a homebody, but another part of me like I also like crave socialization. Like I like being home and I like hanging out at home, but I need like social time and getting out. It's just who I am. Trombone stream incoming, not gonna happen. Trombone stream at 100 subs, not gonna happen. Do it, I'll send bits, not gonna happen. It is right over there though. It's all beaten up. It was like a nice like concert trombone stuff, and I took it out for marching band and beat the shit out of it. But it was pretty fun. Not on purpose. I try to take care of my stuff, but during like outdoor activities, like stuff just gets beaten up. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. You will offer 3,500 channel points for a monster. Channel points don't do anything for me, so. Yeah, Sam, I need to get out of the house at least once a day. Yep, me too. I've been just going out and doing errands and stuff, or like, I'll go get coffee, or run down to some store or whatever. I've been trying to go to the grocery store like twice a week, so that way I don't have to like buy every single thing all at once. Like I'll go one day and just like get my regular stuff, and then another day like I want to cook this recipe tonight and just go do that. I think I'm gonna do like Indian butter chicken this week, or maybe like chicken tikka masala, and I'm very excited about that. You haven't left your house since January 4th, dude. Like I go crazy if I don't leave the house for like 2 days. Like I can respect the your ability to like self isolate and socially distance and stuff, but like I would just need to get out and like go for a walk or something, some kind of, or like go for a drive. Like I love driving my car, of course, my new car. Pizza stream before trombone stream. I'm gonna make pizza a banned word in the stream. No more pizza stream discussions. Butter chicken is the best. Yeah, it's so good. I'll be good if I never left my apartment again. Yeah, I mean, I like my apartment, but I like seeing people too, and I like getting out. You didn't leave your house for over a month and a half earlier in the pandemic, just delivered groceries and hacked in the new company. Wow, that's dedication. Dedication. I think we can dedupe this again a little bit more by, let's see. WLL encode into the attribute encoder, right? Because this opens the nested attributes for the modes. Yes, it does. Okay. This also should still pass. It does. Sweet. Good stuff. And we're gonna figure out how we want to handle the headers in a sec here. That's what I want to do next. The lack of natural light was fucking me up. Cannot recommend. When you say natural light, my first thought is the beer, and I'm like, the lack of natty light is fucking you up. But no, I get that though. Like I need outdoor sunlight, stuff like that. You really do need that. Natty light. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, natty light is a thing. I've had a couple of experiences with that. It's not my favorite. Yes, this is going to be to do MD layer, deduplicate this, and make the duplicate this by probably passing. We could make like an interface or something in here, and then have like encoding functions. I don't know. We'll see. The request fields directly as part of WL encode, something like that. Depresso. I just go to a local coffee shop as my midday break. Yeah, totally. I can dig that. I've gone out and bought coffee a few times and stuff, but I also like, spending $5 a day or whatever on coffee does add up too. So I try to only go do that like once or twice a week. You looked into the LEDs that produce ultraviolet light, but no smart lights do it. Gotcha. Yeah, just go outside. I imagine things are probably a little different in New York compared to Michigan, though. Like, at least here, I'm able to, social distance and everything pretty effectively, which is nice. But I imagine, like, I'm not sure where you live in New York, but, the population density and everything is just very much different. So we fixed this up. The link info header, link info get. Yeah, you cut out coffee shop sadly for cash reasons. I can understand. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to go support my local businesses and stuff. Like, I want to do that, and it's important to me. And I'm making sure I'm tipping like minimum 20% on literally anything, because like I want to support those people and everything. But it's also like, I have to drive. Taryn, you don't have to add that. You can remove that block term. That's okay. Taryn literally added a rule that blocked the term pizza from the stream. I was joking. I apologize, but exactly. Yeah, you got to get around the censor, right? No, I don't want to get hungry. The problem is Superfast is also a mod, so he can probably still get past the filter. Oh, and I was joking too. Okay. That's great. What was I saying? Yeah, coffee shops. Like, I love coffee shops and stuff, but the one I want to go to is like, a 10-minute drive one way, and I go down there and I get my 12-ounce black coffee and I drive 10 minutes back, and it's like by the time I'm there and back, it's been like, half an hour, and it's just I can make coffee here at home, So I usually only go downtown if I'm already going to Bell's or whatever else to pick up like a beer. This time will now be known forever forward as Pizzagate. Pizza with a 1. Love it. It's pretty fantastic. Okay, I think this turned out pretty good. I think we've managed to remove a lot of code and simplify things somewhat. So, ethtool, initial client set wake on LAN, tests rework. I should probably I have this tendency of not running go build or things, and I should probably stop doing that. Yep, see, I already broke the Mac build. I always do that, man. It's like a curse. Set wake on LAN takes a wake on LAN and returns an error. Pizza will never be banned. My friends are desperate. They really want me to do a pizza eating stream where I compare Red Baron classic crust versus brick oven live on stream. And I just told them I'm not going to do that. It's not going to happen. I think it's very funny, but I'm not going to do it on stream. I feel like eating on stream would be super weird. Like, if I go have a snack, I just go AFK and go scarf it down in the kitchen and come back, I don't even know what those words mean. What did I say? Did I say something silly? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. Coffee, beer, whiskey. So good. Love it. It pretty much sums up my life right there. Oh, the type of the pizza, just the names of the pizzas. Okay, yeah. So there's a brand here called Red Baron, and apparently this is all hearsay, right? So the classic crust, I don't know what this means. I don't know what classic crust is, but classic crust is the good one apparently, and brick oven crust is the shitty one. And I just said you can't disparage the Red Baron's name, so we got to find out which one's the good one. But I'm not willing to do it on stream. Anyway. We are at the point now where I want to figure out this problem. So, let's see here. I think probably the correct thing to do here is to make it so that the request is part of the... So the request is part of the parameters that we pass here. So, how do I want to do this? So effectively what I'm thinking is something along the lines of request. Maybe instead of calling this request, I call this parameters or interface. Right? But then I got to rename. I feel like the request type is no longer an appropriate name either. Or I guess maybe, request is still accurate because that's the interface that you requested or something. But naming things is hard. Right? I need to noodle on it. My problem is I'm a perfectionist, right? So I tend to get hung up on these things. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could just call this interface, like ethtool interface, right? So you specify the link mode for an interface or the, stuff like that. So, that might be reasonable, right? An interface is an ethtool netlink network interface. And ethtool netlink network interface. Interfaces are used to identify an interface being queried by its index and or name. ethtool netlink enabled. It was probably fine as is. ethtool netlink network interface. Or ethtool enabled. Enabled network interface. Something like that. Interface used to identify a network interface and Ethernet interface. Ethernet interface. Ethernet. ethtool netlink, Ethernet interface. Comments, right? Identifying Ethernet interface being queried by its index and or name. Callers may choose to set either index name or both fields. Note that if both are set, yeah, we've already got, okay. So instead of calling this request now, this will be interface throughout. So, and the terminology I like for that is IFI because the standard library uses that, and I is used for index, and you can't use the word if. So IFI for interface, something like that, specified. For the specified interface, right? Interface. For the specified interface, same thing. The great refactor, right? Changed a lot of stuff. Have a good old time doing it. Let's see here. Specified interface. For the specified interface. Wake on LAN. I like parameters better than data parameters because it's really is what's the, yeah, let's see here. Yep, interface, IFI, and WOL. The wake on LAN now contains sets wake on LAN parameters. The wake on LAN. Wake on LAN parameters for the interface specified in the specified set wake on LAN sets the wake on LAN parameters for the specified interface, but that's not true because we're not passing an interface here. So sets the wake on LAN parameters for the interface referred to in is referred has two R's, right? So yeah, referred. Yes, okay. Referred to in the WOL. Right. For the interface in WOL. Yeah, I think that's probably okay. So interface. Okay. So now we need to go through everything else and fix everything else. What a thing. ethtool interface. Yeah, that's pretty good. Presumably the code still compiles and works, right? Nope, not even close. That's right, because we changed things. Anyway. Wake on LAN index. Right. I know what that's talking about. So this is now the oops, shoot. Oh, that just mass renamed that for the entire, wow. How did I do that? What did I click? Change all occurrences. No, that's not what I wanted. Rename simple. There's something smarter there. Refactor? Or, excuse me, did I do this? Let's see here. So IFI interface, does that work? No. How did I do that? I think I did something a lot smarter than I'm used to doing. R space. I suppose I can do this though. No. How did I do that? Anyway, I guess we're doing it by hand. I think I used some VS Code magic I'm not familiar with. Such is life. I will survive. Just a few places anyway. I suppose I could hit F2, but I never use the F keys on my Kinesis. Where are they even? F2. Yeah, okay. I never use these keys, so I'm not used to reaching up there. Let's see here. Oh, that was F1. See? What app do I use to track finances? I use something called You Need a Budget. Let's see here. You Need a Budget. It is quite good. Would recommend. Basically, the idea with this is that it works with the money you have right now, and you need to give every dollar a job, right? So, like, your rent's going to cost this much. Your phone bill is going to cost this much. You want to spend this much discretionary income on whatever else. Like, it is very good, and it doesn't really do like future forecasting, but it's like, okay, you have money right now. What can you put it towards? And the idea is you fully fund all of your current month's expenses and you start funding for future months as well. So, like, okay, I've got money set aside that I have right now for January and February. And then I know that, like, okay, my bills are fully paid, so I can start to spend money on whatever else I want. So I really like this. And also, if you want to get a free month on me, one sec. I'm not showing my YNAB on stream. That'd be bad. But I do have a referral link. They actually have a free trial for like 34 days as well. But this gives you an extra month. So would highly recommend. It is worth the $84 a year, and I've already converted like 4 or 5 friends. So it's very good. Yeah, we're gonna figure this out for sure. So interface, index, interface name. Very interesting. Yeah, it's super good. It helps me just like know exactly. It helps me know exactly like, the money with the money I have right now, not including future paychecks, like what can I afford, right? And the thing is that like I used to use Mint, and Mint was more like, oh no, you spent too much money this month. Like, oh, your forecast, like I'll spend this much, and it didn't really work for me. But this actually forces you to actively think about it and like approve transactions and see that money go away. And if you spend too much money on whiskey and you can't pay rent, it will force you to move money out of the rent category to pay for whiskey. So it's pretty funny. That was a helpful aside. Yeah, I do a lot of I've gotten pretty into the personal finance thing over the past couple of years, so I'm always happy to talk about that stuff too. Just keep in mind that I'm not a finance professional, but I think you all know that. So I think what I want to do now is we need to figure out these request headers, right? So we've renamed the type. Parse header, let's see here. From a response header into the input interface. We can do this now, actually. Pointer to an interface. This is going to be IFI index. And this is going to be IFI name. Yeah. So the reason you need the parentheses here is because if you do star IFI.index, you're trying to dereference the index field, but I actually need to dereference the interface directly so I can get a hold of its fields. So these parentheses are necessary in this particular case. Right. Still got to fix a bunch of calls, I'm sure. Yeah, 340. Okay. Let's see here. LI interface 370. LM interface 444. WOL interface. And of course, there is perhaps an opportunity here for a Go interface of some sort, like maybe something for encoding or something here, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Now I need to fix all the tests. That's fun. Oh my goodness. Every occurrence in this file. Okay, let's try this. .interface.index. Did that work? .name. .interface.name. Too many errors. TT interface. Line 70. Client Linux test. Okay. Every time you do these mass refactorings, you tend to get yourself in trouble. Oh, shoot. tt.interface. I just renamed all the test cases. So tt.name. There we go. This is gonna be the function's name, right? Yes, and then 97, right? Interface. Like so. Now we need to go and fix every one of these call sites as well. Shoot. Wrong. Not quite. Okay. Getting there. Cranking it out. Hammer down those compile errors. We can maybe do another channel point bet today with compile errors. That was pretty funny. You know, is M. Dembski streaming today? I feel like I've missed a lot of his streams recently, but he also streams at 9 o'clock US Eastern, I believe, which is pretty late for me. This is gonna sound silly, but I tend to go to bed a lot at like 10 these days. I just feel better if I get like 8 or 9 hours of sleep. But yeah, I've missed a lot of his streams, and I wanna watch him. So, or it'd be cool to send him a raid, but I don't think we stream anywhere near the same time usually, because I'll be long gone before 9 o'clock. I get wiped out at like I get wiped out pretty early. Right. Who? M. Dembski. So, hang on. So, twitch.tv TV/M. Dembski. So, yeah, M. Dembski, Matthew Dembski, he works on the Go compiler, actually, which is very cool. So, he works in the Go compiler a lot on stream. Check out his stream for sure. It's definitely somebody I'd recommend following. Schedule. Oh, so he's, let's see, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Sunday, 1 to 5 Eastern. Really? I guess I was gone yesterday, so I may have just totally missed that. But okay, yeah, see 9 o'clock on Wednesdays and Fridays. But yeah, definitely check out his stream. It's great. What else do we need to fix? Even more, huh? 506. Right. Sweet, gonna follow. Yeah, would recommend. Would absolutely recommend. Another one would be, Large Databank for sure if you're not following him. Definitely follow Large Databank too. Yeah, we got a few folks in the Go community streaming, so it's pretty neat. It's definitely something I want to keep encouraging more people to do. I know Daniel Marti has been talking about streaming something. I don't know if he's exactly shared publicly what it is yet, but I think it's a pretty cool idea. So I look forward to. This isn't right. Yeah, this is a bad search and replace. Yeah, there are folks in the Go community who are very talented, and like I'd love to see them stream. So, hey, Glass Iron, how's it going? Glass Iron, Black Iron, Glass Iron. That seems more right. Glass Iron. I don't know. Hey, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of funny reading Twitch names because I know some people like have like their either their handle or like a real life name, and it's always hard for me to tell like where like certain syllables and everything end. I do the best I can. It's now going to be parse interface into. Okay. So now all these have a interface field, which is good. So I think what I want to fix at this point, yeah, our interface. It's actually Glaceon, but someone grabbed it before I could, so it doesn't matter. Oh, nice. Yeah, I feel that. My usual gaming nick is often taken places, which is strange. But MD Layer is not, thankfully, so I can grab MD Layer on most platforms that I care about. Okay. I think we are done with the rename and the refactor, and then now that this is part of the struct, we can actually work on moving this encoding logic, putting it as more part of the struct, I think, as far as like the wake on land stuff goes. So we're getting there. We are getting there. You're off to work out, or else talk yourself out of it. Have a wonderful night. Hey, thanks for stopping by. You too. Yeah, for me, I have to work out like first thing in the morning, or else I just don't want to do it. Like when the sun goes down, I have no interest. So, yeah, have a good evening. Take care. Yeah, I love working out, but it's I have to do it like earlier in the day. It's very hard for me to motivate myself to do it like 5 p.m. Uh, on GitHub and etc. It's Glaceon. Maybe I should make something with __ Glaceon here. Yeah. Interface, parse interface. Okay, this is looking mostly. I see one place we gotta fix. All these. Yep. Oh shoot. Is that F2? That's F1, F2, and F2. I should get the muscle memory for that. Should probably start working out. LOL. Yeah, totally. Working out is great. You will feel a lot better. I do it at least 4 or 5 times a week, and yeah, just do. I mean, really, like do whatever's comfortable for you. But it's like for me, I really like doing weights and cardio both. I've got a little bike thing here at home, so I do cardio. Usually do like anywhere between 30 minutes and an hour on the bike, depending on how I'm feeling at a fairly high speed, fairly high intensity. And then for weights, I do chest tries and then back bis and then legs, and I go rotating every few days. So, do you even lift? You'll feel a lot better. I still had to my legs today. Yeah, me too. My legs are torched right now from working out a couple days ago. And Saturday I got my ass kicked, and squats and lunges, man. Those will ruin your day real good. Sure was fun though. You do not lift your literal noodle arm. Oh, you can work on that, you know. It feels good. You'll feel better. You'll look nice. Like it's a good confidence builder. Lots of squats this morning. Nice, love it. So you're not gonna be able to walk tomorrow. Netlink. What am I doing? Rename request to interface. Add to structs. There we go. I probably just broke all the Mac. Yeah, of course I did. This didn't do the rename. Interface. 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 Go S equals Darwin. Go build. Okay, it's fixed. Start at go. We're gonna force push to master because YOLO. YOLO. Love it. Okay. Now I want to look at the. It's not like Darwin users are using this project. Yeah, that's true. I just want to keep it compiling though, and CI will complain at me. Doug Glacian. Okay, this should be better, I think. Nice. Yeah, whatever you want to do. Real MD layer. Not gonna happen. Yeah, this is looking pretty good now. So I wanna figure this out. I wanna fix this call. I'm not happy with this at the moment. I wanted to deduplicate this. I want to figure out what the right interface is for this. Function pointer? Yeah, I guess. I mean, some function that applies. Actually, yeah, that would work. So what we could do here, use to apply optional parameters. So yeah, this will actually be what is applied to the attribute encoder. Hmm. Well, I don't know if so what I was thinking here is I was thinking maybe like factoring this out and making it so that you just call like, params this. But then the problem is you've got to apply these flags every function. You've got to apply this logic every function. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's okay as is, honestly. Maybe I'm just complaining, but it's probably fine. I mean, there's a bit of duplication, but what are you going to do? Like, So I guess actually, I think there's one area where I could simplify this. Yeah, I could just do WL interface. There we go. I feel like that's probably still okay. So the optional encoding functions just encode everything except for the optional encoding functions will encode everything except for the request header. So like all this stuff gets added, but I think this is probably fine. I don't hate this as much now because I realized that like we'd have to duplicate a lot of this logic elsewhere, and that would be really annoying actually. So my preference would be to not do that. You signed out of Twitter mid last week, and it's so hard to stop clicking on the Twitter icon on my new tab page. Yep, send Twitter to Piehole. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, Twitter is definitely my social media guilty pleasure. I removed Facebook from my phone, which is a good idea anyway. But like I find myself like Reddit is my mindless browsing thing. I have occasionally taken the Reddit app off my phone, and maybe I should do that again actually. But or Android has like this digital well-being thing, so you can actually limit the amount of time you spend on something like per day. But parse interface, yeah, it's still that's pretty good, I think. Um, I think this code's come out pretty clean. I'm generally pretty happy with the state of this library at the moment. I feel like we've done a pretty good job keeping this tidy. To do MD layer, make this faster, yeah. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna happen. If someone sends me a deep link, I can still read the tweet. Yeah, that's true. Let me just send you deep links to all of my tweets so you can see them. Your Twitter, your rules, fam. Yep. Hmm. I already have that. It's called Slack. Yeah, Slack's a thing. I like Slack. I wish it was open source and whatever else, but it's like overall, I think it's it's a pretty critical tool for me and my day-to-day work and everything, you know. Let's see here. So not support, and then okay here. Set calls and the occasional get, such as wake on LAN, require elevated privileges. Force the contract with callers. Let's see here. Does not exist at all. We return not exist. So let's see here. So all system call. Let's see here. So netlink errors with system call error nose must be unpacked to operating system independent Go errors such as those found in os.error star. Cool. Set calls and occasionally get such as wake on LAN require elevated privileges. Yes. Okay. There we go. Slack minus Electron would be a good idea. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I run Slack in I just run Slack in different tabs in Chrome. Like I don't actually use the Electron app on my desktop or anything. You know, Mattermost exists, but adoption is a thing. Yeah, right. Yeah, I forgot about Mattermost actually. That's a pretty cool project. Go watch. Does this work? Yeah, okay. What's the coverage like? Probably still pretty good. Yeah. We can actually get rid of this now. It's good. This is looking pretty good. God, this multicast group stuff, man. Just want to get that working. I haven't figured it out quite yet. Let's see here. Star. What do we do? Simplified. Just internal simplifications, yeah. So ethtool, client error handling simplifications. Hey, easy. Yeah, we're about 2 hours in. I'm gonna go take a quick break and get some more water and stuff. I'll be back in just a sec. All right, we're back. So a couple of nuisance things right now. So ooh, hang on a sec. Super beer, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Nice username. So a couple annoying things right now. So first, as mentioned, squats and lunges. Getting up and down out of this chair is very hard. I kind of want to do the standing desk thing, but I feel like well, actually, it might help. Let's do it. Why not? But yeah, I'm struggling a little bit. I've got to use my arms to lift myself up. Okay, there we go. Yeah, maybe if I stand up and use my legs, they'll hurt a little less. Anyway, another annoying thing. So my apartment, the water heater, like I don't know if it's like the water heater, the piping, or what, but like it just kind of sucks. Like the only place you can really get like hot water pretty easily in the winter is the kitchen. So you like do something and then you gotta like go wash your hands in the kitchen instead of like the bathrooms because it takes like an entire minute for the water to heat up in the bathroom, which is pretty annoying. So definitely want to get one of those like fancy tankless water heaters someday. That'd be sick. But ever since I realized those were a thing when I watched Breaking Bad forever ago, So catching up on the chat, there's a Slack plugin for WeChat. It works all right. Yeah, I haven't used WeChat in forever. I should try that. Twitter makes me want to throw my laptop out the window, and me shopping for laptops makes me want to throw my laptop out the window. Nice. I saw somebody mention in the networking channel today, I think there was like a sale on ThinkPads, right? So let's see here. So ThinkPad. I don't have a personal laptop at the moment, and I kind of want one, but I also am picky about things like keyboards, so I have to do some research. But should we go laptop shopping on stream? I feel like business is probably the right place to look, right? Yeah, like the ThinkPads. I don't know anything about the different ThinkPad series. Now people talk about the Carbon and stuff, but I have no idea. So hard to compare. Each manufacturer only puts Ultra HD. No, please no. Ultra HD screens on a random subset of computers. Yeah, that does seem to be the case. You're a MacBook Pro fanboy. Pretty easy. Yeah. Use one for a decade. Clearly no longer their target audience. Yeah, I'm a Linux guy, so like I think a ThinkPad is probably gonna be my go-to. We actually have Dell Latitudes for work, and they're not bad at all, actually. Ooh, AMD. Ooh, me like AMD. AMD on Linux is great. Excuse me. I know they just launched the the Ryzen 5000 like desktop CPUs as well, or excuse me, mobile CPUs. I should look into those. That laptop is only full HD though. I don't really. I guess. Lowo. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I don't really care. I feel like 1920 by 1080 is probably fine for like a 13-inch laptop screen. Like I know maybe that's heresy, but like I don't really tend to notice on my work laptop. You're considering trying out the Razer Blade Stealth. It's advertised as a gaming laptop, which usually comes with a bunch of problems, but it doesn't look half bad. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm steering very clear of gaming laptops myself. AMD and laptops, that'd be nice. Yes. And ThinkPads do be nice, though, for sure. Lenovo has Fedora laptops. Yeah, probably. But it's like I don't mind installing Linux by myself. But I'm just curious about Ryzen Pro. And of course, I'd want something with 32 gigs of RAM, too. So 16, yeah. 1920 by 1080, yeah. Yeah, maybe, probably need to wait it out. I'm probably not ready for a laptop yet anyway. Asus has a 3.2 laptop you're considering getting, but it maxed out at 16. That's rough. I mean, 16 is probably fine for most stuff, like most laptop use, but it's probably fine for a personal laptop since you have a desktop and a server. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, I can offload more heavy compute to these machines. You know, like this thing is, this computer is pretty much fine. You know, 64 gigs of RAM, Ryzen 9 3900X. So. Yes, the term gaming laptop is usually a complete turnoff, but this one seems to be more of an ultrabook. Interesting. Okay. So back to where we were at earlier, I want to figure out what produces these stats, actually. So ethtool -s emp4. I want to figure out what produces this sort of stuff. Shoot. Ah, there we go. Yeah, all the transmission queue stuff. I want to figure these out. Packets, bytes. You may not have to pay for Windows license. Most laptops with Linux pre-installed from the Chinese brands are bad. Yeah, that's a good point about saving money on the Windows license. But I wouldn't use that as like my determining. I wouldn't use that as the only like determining factor though, you know. Yes, this link state stuff seems interesting as well. Extended state, why a port is down or why it operates in some non-obvious mode. I do want to figure this out. But what I want is stuff like all that queue information and everything, or the CRC errors. So let's see here. Nothing in here about CRC. Channels. Coalesce. I have no idea what this is for. Pause statistics. EEE. I have no idea what this is for either. Modes, Boolean. Oh. Yeah, I feel like we're missing something here. Where like I really care about like the CRC errors and stuff, and we just haven't found anything about that yet. So we might need to look at ethtool again, actually. So there is no netlink equivalent for some of these commands. That's not great. Test. You know, we were looking at this the other day. Ethtool test. So the cable test stuff is not quite the same thing. Oh no, G-stats. Uh-oh. This might be what I was looking at, actually. Shit. Are we going to have to implement some ioctl in here, too, maybe? Maybe. I'm guessing this is going to keep PHY stats. I'm guessing this is going to keep adding more and more stuff over time, so we might need to do both for a while. NIC specific statistics. Oh, sorry. Forgot about all of you. G-stats, right? Oops, I spelled it wrong. Let's see here. Good old ioctl, yeah. Definitely the most sane API of all time. Yeah, pretty much. G-stats. What did you pass as the request this thing? Oh, ifrec. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I've done this before, but it's not going to be fun. ifrec data. Oh no. Oh no. G-stats, and then what was the other one? PHY stats. And that's the end of today's stream. Now, I think Terran has done ioctls before, but Yeah, these are a thing. ethtool stats. Shit, man. We didn't feel it deserves this call. Yeah. Yep. This is Yeah, we got to allocate a buffer, and then this is an array. Yep. I've done this before. Well, the good thing is I know how to do this, but it's not trivial TM. Um, Damn it. I was really hoping all this stuff would be exposed via the interface I expected, but it seems that is not the case. So ethtool gstats command number. GS set info, G drive info. They must allocate a buffer 8 times the number of statistics immediately following. Yeah, 8? No. That's not right. This is 16 bytes as is. Immediately following this structure. I see. Yeah, that's right, because it points at this. I see. Man. Yeah, I've done this. It's not fun. So this is what I really want though. I want the CRC stuff. So man. It's not going to be great. It's a real shame that they didn't implement all this stuff in the excuse me, the netlink interface yet. I guess we're still it's still pretty new, so we could always do some of it by hand, but and we can just throw away this code later on if we write it, you know, but ethtool get stats. Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, this could be a bit of a thing. But it's looking like that might be our only choice, unfortunately. If you haven't used an ioctl call before, it's basically a grab bag of random shit. Yeah, we didn't feel it deserved a syscall. Those immediately follows APIs are fun and go. I really enjoyed implementing them. Yeah, I mean, it's not the. So if I go to WG control, I did this. I've done this before. So I've done exactly this actually. So the way this works is you call some API. Let's see here. Yeah, we call some API, and then it tells us that like how much memory we need to allocate, and then we make our slice, and then we slice into that, and then start parsing data from that buffer by passing a pointer to it in the ioctl. It's a thing. Like I said, I know how to do this, but it's not trivial. And then potentially doing like pointer arithmetic, yeah. Ugh. Oh boy. Yep. Some user space C APIs even adopt error handling like that. It's fucking awful. You've written Seago bindings for something like that, and it's awful. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, man. I was really hoping there would be netlink attributes for this. That that deflates my motivation a little bit. Viper get string versus unmarshal, then export the config everywhere. Don't feel very confident about specifying the correct keys everywhere, which can cause panics and tests are a nightmare because all the values are required to load before tests. So, without knowing much about your code or anything, my general rule would be that your Viper stuff should only occur in package main, and then you should have your config structure passed around like as a regular struct everywhere else. Like, as soon as you're passing around like Viper specific types or calls in your own packages, you've already kind of lost. So you want to keep those things in like main or like a flag package or something, and then just pass around regular structs, strings, etc. for your tests. It's gonna make things much easier. The one I used gave me kernel allocated memory where each object was a different size, and some of it also used pack structs. Yeah, that sounds fun. Well, we can do this, but it's gonna be a thing. Ethtool gstats. Bonus points for top level config that's composed of smaller config structs for each package. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that being a good idea. Nick stats. Here we go. Protocol specific and then driver defined statistics. Interesting. Statistics and their strings are retrieved separately. So yeah, we got to do ethtool G strings, SS stats. Fun. Fun. ethtool G drive info. Stats are only supported in message pause get. Yeah. Damn. Damn, man. That's brutal. We can do this, but it's going to be a good old time. Oh, RTNL link stats. Hang on a sec. So, oh, route netlink exposes these? Really? CRC. Huh, no shit. I actually didn't think route netlink exposed this low level stuff. So no shit. Here we go. Wow. You know what's funny is like node exporter probably already exposes the metrics I care about here. Like for example, if I just curl my router. Oh god, what's node exporter's port? 9001? No. I don't even remember anymore. 9100 metrics. Rep CRC. Really? Network. Yeah, transmit queue length, up, drop, carrier collisions. Yeah, okay, so it does expose some of these. So errors. Yeah. So I guess some of the stuff I care about is actually already exposed via node exporter. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised, but I didn't realize this stuff was part of route netlink, honestly. Um, that's strange. So I guess that would lead me to believe that maybe we're better off not doing the ioctl stuff, because if we want to build this daemon, then we could just use the route netlink APIs there. So what does JSON support so far? RT netlink. Thanks. You're having some serious doubts about that. You try to keep type safety as close as possible. Yeah, you can keep type safety though. Like, just don't pass like the Viper calls around. Like, you just want to make sure that the, Viper or environment variables or config file or like whatever else, like those are things you deal with in main, and then like elsewhere, you can use more simple calls. So it does have link stats. Oh, sweet. Okay. Link stats 64. Cool. Cool. So we can do, yeah, we can just do a route netlink call to get all this stuff. Okay. Well, damn. Well, I guess it's good because we can mostly ignore the ioctl interface for now, which is going to save us a lot of headaches. Assuming the information we want is all there, we should be okay. But there's still more useful things we can do with this. So we're going to come back to the ethtool netlink. But I think probably, excuse me, we're probably like a stream or two away from starting this daemon. Excuse me, this daemon I want to start working on. Where is... Oh, here we go. What's a feature? Features. I guess the problem is I'm not familiar with the G features, like a lot of these ethtool ioctls directly. This link substate thing could be useful though. We should look at this. There's a lot of data here. Like this tells us like, what might be wrong with the cable. And this is something that could be very useful. So we definitely want this. Jimmy is sharing some example code. Nice, cool. The Go netlink package is well written. Which one? I bet the guy who wrote it is handsome AF IRL. Nice. Link state, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the link state one. That looks good. So we're gonna copy all of the usual suspects and start making a new function. Link mode, wake on LAN, link state. We're going to go ahead and match case, link info, link state. Yeah, there's a couple of Go netlink packages. The story I share about mine is I was frustrated with some of the design decisions made in the other one, and I decided that at that point it was better off for me just to learn it myself and write it, and I'm glad I did, but state. Link state header, link state get. Then parse link state is going to be a function we're going to have to write. Let's see here. And then this is going to be the same thing. We're going to rename link info to state, 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 state. Yep. The link state slice even. Got to plumb this in at the old top level, doing the same logic as before. So basically copy these sorts of calls. Link mode, advertise link modes, wake on LAN. Here we go. Link state information for an Ethernet interface, and this is going to be something like that with then a few calls that do the same things. So when lockdown is over, we should have a LAN party in a park. We could call it Link in Park. Pretty good. Link. Match case, link mode. Link state. And I thought my jokes were bad. You people are ridiculous. Link state header. The type of the bytes, okay. Microsoft should buy a park and call it LinkedIn Park, or a baseball stadium. Why the fuck isn't that a thing? Yeah, I would agree. That's a missed opportunity, isn't it? I never claimed Terran jokes were good. Missed opportunity, man. Link states. This is link state data or link state data for. Okay, link state, link state, link state, link state. Okay. Main. So now we're going to do this test file is getting pretty big here. I guess we'll just hang on a sec. So LSS error or link state error equals C link state. We'll grab this. What'll be cool is actually if we can like test this by unplugging cables from my machine or like downing the interface and seeing what happens. That'll be neat. Get link state. Dump it out. Show me. Okay. All right. Oh, that doesn't seem like a lot of information. Does that mean my thing doesn't support it? No, hang on. Link state header. What did I miss here? Link state get, link state header, flags, interface. Joke stolen and tweeted. I owe you internet points. Let me check my timeline really quick. Retweet. Love it. Pretty good. Internet points. Fake internet points. Gotta love it, right? Link state header, link state gets. That's all correct. Dump, flag. We're already passing. Are we? Yeah, we are. Not link dump. Yep. You could have screenshot it. Yeah, sad Taryn. Poor Taryn. Link state messages. Yeah, why would it not have, seems like there's not a lot of data in here. This is, doesn't seem right. 2. Only 2, huh? Signal quality index extended state, so. Optional values, damn. No, that's sad. Probably more fancy nicks again. So if I do, let's see here. Link states, right? There we, oh no, damn it. Really? Man, none of my nicks support anything fun. It's all just the basic information. That's sad. Thanks, Jamie, for the example. I was trying to avoid this kind of stutter, config attribute. I guess it's better to make everything explicit. If you're passing your config around as like a global variable in a config package, you don't want to do that either, though. I gotta sleep now. It's already 3:45. Guess tomorrow should be wake on stand-up mode. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Take care. I can't let people know I'm Twitch chat trash. Taryn, you're not even on Twitter. You can't even see the joke. There we go. That is, it's quite sad that my links don't support anything useful. Huh. A link state link boolean up down. So let's see here. So golang Unix. Link state. Link state underscore. Yeah, just link. Damn, no extended information at all. Man, I got so excited about building this package and we keep running into these roadblocks and stuff. Oh, did I close my stream manager? I did. I can't see what Twitch chat is saying to me right now. Oops. There we go. Okay. Have fun. Yeah, why? Man, that's so sad that it doesn't support any of the useful information here. Signal quality. Maybe that's for like fiber links instead. Extended state describes why a port is down or why it operates in some non-obvious mode. Module is overheated. Cable issue. Well, we can put this in the server and down a link and see what happens. So go build and scp./nl ethtool. Oh. Okay, let's log into the server's serial console. Oh, which is still logged in. Okay. NL ethtool. Nothing here either. You've got some shit performance for WireGuard over LTE. What should I try and do to debug it? I don't know if it's all UDP. It should be, yeah, WireGuard is all UDP. I don't know for sure. LTE is kind of a Wild West. Had a really bad call over WebRTC this morning. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would say don't use LTE or don't use WireGuard at the same time or something. I don't know. That's all UDP too. Yeah. Oh, you don't know if it's all UDP traffic as in like WebRTC was also bad. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you honestly, unfortunately. Sudo IP link set down enp 5 s0. So we just down one of my Ethernet links. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm guessing this means that, these links are all up and this one's down now. So, damn. Damn, damn, damn. Well, it doesn't look like my links give us anything fun. EMP5 S0. Let's come back. The V6 came back. Should get a router advertisement as well. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what it's going to take for the V4 to come back, though. Oops. Anyway, sudo... is this DHCP CD on the system, too? It might be. I forget. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. That was worth a shot. An unlimited LTE modem is the best internet at my sister's house. Really? Name a C... sorry. Shower thought. Name a CLI program Wudo, so people type sudo Wudo. That'd be pretty good. Man, I'm really bummed about this. This is it seems like this API provides lots of cool stuff, assuming your driver supports it, and it turns out that I have shit drivers, or I have shit NICs, shit NICs that don't report much information, so damn. It's a damn shame. Everyone has shit NICs. It's the easiest thing to cheap out on. Yeah, that's true. Well, I would have thought like Intel NICs, like even I would have thought my 10 gig Intel NICs would have more information, but they appear not to. So that's sad. ethtool a link state link. This is going to be the up. Up equals. Let's see here. Link state up down. Yeah. AD uint 8 not equals 0. There you go. So this is a uint 8. Yeah. So up down is reported as a uint 8 boolean. Yep. Okay. There we go. So I guess that's all we can do with that. Need to get some fancy NICs to parse more attributes. So to do, you'll try this out on fancier NICs to parse more of the extended state information. What a shame. I do have... One sec. Yeah, so I do actually have something fun here. Kind of makes me wonder, actually, but these. I have eBay 40 gigabit InfiniBand old Mellanox NICs with use QSFP Plus, and I actually tried these at one point and they work, but it's like the thing is with InfiniBand, it's all point to point really. And there's InfiniBand switches, but they're expensive. So I wanted to play with this at one point, but then I got 10 gig Ethernet NICs for pretty cheap too, and they're just easier to work with. So I wonder if these NICs, well, these are InfiniBand, so it would be the DevLink APIs, but I wonder if you put these in Ethernet mode, if they could report more information. So I could potentially test with one of these. Maybe I'll put one of these in my server and find out. Have you seen the crazy daisy chaining InfiniBand setups? No, I have not. That'd be cool though. I know I imagine you could do that. InfiniBand is pretty cool tech, but it's just nothing I've ever really played with that much. Let's see here. So parse link state. Yeah, we're gonna need to write tests for this. This would be easy though. This is a trivial one at this point. Oh, there's old Linus Tech Tips videos where their video editors have all their desktops daisy chained. Interesting. I know they're putting, I think they're putting, are they putting 100 gig in there? I think they're putting 25 gigabit in their editor machines because they just got a 100 gigabit switch, actually. I know Linus just did a video on that. So that's pretty cool. This is like 2 networks ago. Okay. Yeah, the 100 gig stuff should be pretty cool, pretty fun. So now we can basically copy these tests and then just change the constants, and then we're good to go, more or less. And actually just write this too. So link state. You just handed in that take-home interview you've been talking about. Nice. Time for some 1997 Macallan. Very nice. Macallan is pretty good. I find it's generally pretty pricey, but I think that's the case of most scotch anyway, but it is pretty good. So enjoy. Cheers. Scotch sounds pretty good, but I need to take a couple days off. Long weekend means, just drinking for funsies and stuff, and, like states. Cheers. We'll say this one is down. We'll say the other one is up. Link state. Encode link state ls. Link state get, link info header, link state header. Man, I'm kind of hungry already. It's only, it's 5:30. Okay. We probably won't do like a 4-hour stream today. And I'm already getting kind of hungry, and I guess, we'll see. We're in 2.5 hours. We'll probably finish this up and see how we're feeling, and I may end up doing like a 3-hour cutoff or something, but we'll see. You're running out of whiskey? That's a shame. Koros, we had 2 recruiters, and one would give take-home projects to people he wanted to ditch, and the other gave it to people she thought could actually redeem themselves. Oh, wow. It's such a crapshoot, but I can't be arsed to do something useless for someone. Can't be forced. CBF. Encode link state header, link state get, request, link states. Okay. Info. Okay. Can't be fucked. Pretty good. Link state header. Multi-cursor is really nice. Up true. Link state, failed to get link state. Expected link state. LS. Okay. Same thing as CBA. Yeah, I figured. FSCK file system check. Yeah. My brain has a CBA as Castle Blood Arena from Age of Empires. Nice. Encode link state. This will be easy. This is a small one by comparison, so. We should factor out a helper here, actually. If we haven't already. I guess it's probably okay for now, but code, link state helper, link state link. This is going to be var up uint 8, and then if li up state up equals 1. Easy. Yep. Li ls link state header attributes up 0 or 1 boolean. Easy enough. Gonna play some Stardew. Enjoy the rest of your stream and have fun. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Take care. The A stands for automatic and not arena. In Age of Empires. I've only played Age of Empires 2, and even then I'm not that good. I have friends who play a lot more consistently than I do, but it's pretty entertaining to watch, though, at least, you know. You've only played 2 as well. Okay. This is pretty easy. Link state contains link state information for Ethernet interface. So the API refers to it as link, so I feel like I probably shouldn't say up. I probably should say link and then just clarify. Let's see here. So link. Used to have use some janky third-party client to play on Brazil servers because it was dead before they remade it a few years ago, called Voobly. Yeah, I was actually watching. I recently learned about T90 on YouTube, T90 and Fat Slob, and Fat Slob is the, you know, just I guess some player who always plays one-on-one Vikings Black Forest and walls like crazy, and it was so funny to watch. So I saw a few matches from ages ago with the old client and stuff. I laughed I laughed really hard at all the Fat Slob videos, like. Let's see here. So, uint 8 boolean conversion. Well, that was really easy. It's a shame that all the extended states are not available to us. That's something I'll have to add support for at some point, but I need fancier nicks. Maybe I can run this at work and then get a hold of some of the information, but I don't think I can do that on stream. So we'll see. Do you know anyone at Twitter, by the way? I got an account suspended. I do not know anyone at Twitter. Apologies. Link state data. Yeah. You DM someone from the Helm ecosystem. He hasn't gotten back to me. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry. Link state data. Link state messages, link state, shared logic, header, get, parse. Easy. Link state, get, link state, header, attributes, test client, link state, by index, by name, both. Also, okay, yeah, cool. Easy. Star.go. ethtool, let's see here. Initial client link state methods. Cool. We did pretty good. Let's see here. What's going on? Sweet. You know what I think we're gonna do? I've been having a good time, but I think that I am ready for dinner and stuff and just taking a break. You know, it's kind of this is the last day of my 4-day weekend and stuff, so I'm gonna go chill out. I think we're gonna send Anthony Rice Code a raid. I wanted to the other day, but he stopped streaming before I did. But it seems like he's still streaming right now. So yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it. Apologies for the somewhat abrupt finish, but we're kind of in a good place, you know. So let's get that raid going. Let's see here. Should be fun. So yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. So we're going to send a raid over to Anthony. So alrighty, I'll see you later. Bye now.